Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 140. And if from what you just witnessed to what you're about to see and hear isn't just a tell of what is going to happen in the next hour to hour and a half of this podcast episode, then you better buckle up and pay attention, because it's filled with nothing but shocks, twists, turns, surprises. I mean, it's probably one of our best pieces of work, and of course we had some help along the way. So we'll get to that here momentarily. But first, we need to bring to light a few different things. Some things we didn't get a chance to talk about with our guest this week. First of all, we have none other than Rainn Wilson. You'll know him as Dwight Schrute from The Office, most likely, and his, of course, vast other roles in cinema and television throughout the years. He was just recently on Bobby Altoff's podcast. He's making his rounds. He has his own podcast now. He just interviewed Bobby Lee. I mean, Rainn Wilson is he's generational. You know what I mean? He is a true entertainer. And what seems to have happened is that either A, Rainn Wilson is a diehard fan of the Tim Dillon Show podcast, or there's an actual problem going on at Airbnb. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't listen to the Tim Dillon Show, about, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years ago now, it seems like Tim got into a spickle spat with the Airbnb people. They all of a sudden, over COVID, at some point in time, because they thought it would be a great way to make a little extra money, they initiated these insane cleaning fees. If you've used an Airbnb in the last year and a half, you will have endured said cleaning fees. And so what people are assuming, and rightfully so, is that if I'm paying upwards of $100 to $200, sometimes $250 for a cleaning fee, why should I... Listen, I rinsed out the bowl. I washed off all the food, most of it. Did I scrub it with soap? No. Can you still see some residue? Yes. Does it need just put in the dishwasher and ran through? Yes. So what is the cleaning fee and what does it cover? It seems to be nothing. Because when guests, such as Tim Dillon, Rainn Wilson, and pretty much anyone else of the general public, go to an Airbnb and they leave things such as just a simple cereal bowl in the sink, it basically, then they get a 1-star review from the host, because the way Airbnb works is the host can review the guest and the guest review the host. And if you're not a good guest, hosts can deny you future Airbnb visits. So it's this weird societal social system that they've kind of created. And so when people like Rainn and Tim are leaving dishes in the sink, when they're paying these outrageous cleaning fees, they're getting nicked with 1-star reviews and upwards of sometimes, unfortunately, going on their said platform podcast, ranting and saying a little too much about the owners of said Airbnbs that they've stayed at, to the point where they are now banned and kicked off, which it doesn't matter because it's a dying brand anyways. We all know it's smarter now in 2024, 2025, in the future, to go to a hotel. You get better amenities, you get better room service, you get better there is cleanup. They'll come make your bed every day you stay at a hotel. Every day you stay at an Airbnb, you got to vacuum, you got to wipe the counters out, you got to do everything yourself. And that's if that's if the host isn't spying on you with cameras, or there's crazy rules. It's so Airbnb has become this kind of business model that it should hopefully at some point soon be collapsing. But what we have now gotten is somewhat of an answer thanks to Dwight Schrute, none other, Rainn Wilson himself has gotten us the answers that we needed for this Airbnb debacle. So let's take a listen and we'll see. I believe he's talking to the Airbnb CEO right here in this clip.
The cleaning fees. One time I stayed in an Airbnb and I got a 1-star review from the owner. You didn't do your cereal bowl. You didn't wash your dishes. What? I paid a $207 cleaning fee. You wash the dishes. America wants to know what the hell is going on.
Well, Ray, I'm glad that you asked this. We've got a lot of complaints about this, and a year ago we really focused on this. We focused on showing total price display. So now when you get to the site, you can turn on this toggle, see what the total price is, and you can leave a review. So if people add excessive
Stop. Rewind it. Hold on. Go back. What CEO Brian Chesky doesn't know is that not only am I a pretty handsome podcaster, pretty great podcast host, I'm also a web developer, so I know how the internet works and I know how to make websites. And what he's saying is two different things. And he is, once again, he's lying to us. Listen to what he says.
Really focused on this. We focused on showing total price display. So now when you get to the site, you can turn on this toggle, see what the total price is, and you can leave a review. So if people add excessive tasks, you can basically give them a 1-star review.
He said it's a total price display. So when you come to the site, you see everything. Pause right there. That means when I come to the page, I should see the cleaning fee, the total cost, the taxes, the fees, the whatever, all the other shit you charged me for should be right then and there. That's what that means. Then he says there's a toggle to display all of that information. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what a toggle is, a toggle in the world of websites and web design and development is when something is hidden. And then you toggle the button on to off, show to visible, hidden to unhidden, and then you show something, or you toggle it back and you hide it. And so what it sounds like he's saying is that yes, the information is readily available, but you yourself have to click that button. You have to click that toggle button to now see your full detailed cleaning fee, all the other fees. And what I will also give you the inside baseball on, shout out to Paul, is that it's nearly impossible to get 99.9% of your website traffic, of your audience, of people going to Google or typing in yourdomain.com. It is virtually impossible to get them to do what you want them to do in the sense of the call to action, clicking on the button, whether it's buying your product, signing up for your newsletter, subscribing to your YouTube channel, whatever the call to action is for your website, whatever the call to action is, maybe it's a toggle button to display the full list of cost and prices associated with my stay at this cabin. It's virtually impossible. People forget. They don't know it's there. How many people saw this clip? Guarantee you not a lot. But so now there's a toggle. And I guarantee you that 98% of people using the website, the app, however they're booking Airbnbs, don't know it's there, don't know what it does, won't be clicking it, and won't be seeing that all visible list of fees and taxes and cleaning fees. It's still a scam. He's lying directly to your face. It's still he didn't say anything about getting rid of the cleaning fees, lowering them, why they're still there in the first place. This all started because of COVID. The $200 cleaning fee started because of COVID. And so because we had to go to extra lengths in 2020 and 2021-ish into 2022 maybe to get the bacterial wipes and bleach everything, because who knows if you had COVID, if I'm going to the Airbnb, we don't have hotel protocols, so we need to pay extra for professional cleaners to come in and clean our Airbnbs every single time it's used. So we got to raise those cleaning fee prices right now, they said. And so, but that never really meant anything. It was cleaned the same and most likely not cleaned after each guest anyways. Like most COVID protocols that didn't really do anything or stick, or like, how's that passport going, New York City? How's that COVID? Hey, how's that you need a vaccine to get into this restaurant rule? When did those go away? You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that he just doesn't answer the question. He doesn't answer the question.
You can leave a review. So if people add excessive tasks, you can basically give them a 1-star review as well.
So does that mean he has to clean his cereal bowl?
Nobody should have to clean cereal bowls after leaving Airbnb, not even you.
Wow. Okay.
Now,
Rain,
now
do you
what
feel
you
better?
gonna say, Rain? Yeah.
I feel better, but I'm always a little skeptical of CEOs, but I'm willing to give it a chance because I love.
That's right,
I love
dude.
Airbnb.
He's
So
so
you
right.
use Airbnb? I think
I do.
great.
Yeah. Sure.
Is there an iconic location from a movie or film that you would like to stay at?
Yeah, I'd like to stay at Dwight Schrute's Beet Farm.
Make it happen.
Can we do that? An immersive experience?
I'd love to do that.
No cleaning fees.
But, or Rain,
What
Rain,
would you offer for the
you could have just washed the damn cereal bowl.
No, that's not the fucking point. Whoever the host is, whatever CBS show this is, that's not the point. No, he shouldn't have just washed the cereal bowl, lady. $200. For what? For what? He was there for 3 days. For what? That should be baked into the price. That should be built into your business plan. You charge this much a night because your rent costs this much a day. Utilities cost this much a day. It takes you 3 hours to clean each time. You do this many rentals each month. So that's 18 hours of cleaning each month. You want to get paid $20 an hour to clean? You bake that into the price. You figure out the math. It's part of running a business. To the point where Rainn Wilson, millionaire, Tim Dillon, millionaire, and everyone else in this country, most of us not millionaires, should not have to wash a single cereal bowl. So whoever, they didn't show her, but whoever said that shit, get her out. Get her out. Washing cereal bowl for $200, a cleaning fee. I mean, it's 1 step forward, 3 steps back with these people. I mean, like Rain said, we're skeptical around CEOs, okay? We're a little skepty around the CEO system. So he's blowing smoke, and he didn't, like I said, he didn't answer. He didn't give us an answer. And we made something up and diverted to Dwight Schrute's beet farm. What an insane man! Oh man. Well, hopefully Tim sees it. If Tim sees it, maybe he can stir up a controversy again here in 2024 and make something happen. You know what I mean? One last quick thing, then we'll get to the meat and veg here. Back to the bayou with Gypsy Rose. She's out here. You can't bring her down. You can't bring her down. She's living her best life right now. Okay, listen. She got the makeover. She got the nose job. She got the makeup. She got the dress. She got the cover shoot. She got the whole weekend extravaganza. And the issue with Gypsy Rose is, I'm calling you out, you little prick. She's reusing recycled bits that she came up with and used when she was Ryan. She used Ryan to build herself up on this pedestal, and then she shot him down. And you know what I mean? But he's going to get his. We'll talk about it in a minute. But she's using recycled bits. She's like got her nose job and shit. Like, I'm on my high. You can't bring me down right now.
Can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now. I'm living.
You know what I mean? And so, and in that same, oh man, in the same breath, in the same sentence, we expect it. We expect it from Gypsy Rose to say something as absurd, to not even understand, because let's be honest, she's not very book smart. She might be a little street smart. She might know how to make some moves, but I think her people might be making them for her. it's something as so simple as saying this.
Gen Z has a whole language. I didn't know what slay or mother or anything.
Yeah, so everyone's commenting like Gypsy's mother, and she's like, no.
Wait a minute. Hey, what? Gypsy, sweetheart. First of all, slay, girl, slay, bitch. You don't know. You're telling me in your infinite wisdom of being a child and in prison and out of it and hitting the red carpet with your ex-husband Ryan a few months ago. No one shouted out the word. You don't know the word slay. You come on, sweet. That's like what, 2013 era? And now look, I get it. Mother, aka T Swizzle, it's a new one for some people. But like, it's fine. Here's the issue, sweetheart. In that order, you're gonna say, I don't know what the words slay or mother are. Oh, in that order, Gypsy. Oh man, it's she slayed her mom. Not the best. It's fine. It's okay. We forgive her. We can listen. And of course, her and Ryan are fighting on Instagram now. Like their divorce. Ryan and Gypsy's divorce is my new favorite thing. It's my new favorite thing. It's the best part of my day. Keeping up with the Bayou version of the Kardashians is my new favorite thing. And to see Ryan with the mustache and the angle of his selfie videos, because he thinks it makes him look a little skinnier than he is. And I love it. It's my new favorite thing. And today's tea, this week's drama it's come out that Ryan didn't actually want the dog. Okay. When we decided to split, when we decided on the divorce, Gypsy was going to leave the dog with Ryan. She's been stated in Instagram or TikTok live saying that they had a better bond. She didn't really want the dog. It's Ryan. It was Ryan's dog. He's keeping it. And up until this point, we thought that was all gravy, baby. But as it turns out, Ryan doesn't want the dog. And so now Gypsy's pissed about it because now PETA's probably coming, the animal shelter. Gypsy, what are you doing? You're getting rid of the dog? We hear Ryan's getting rid of the dog. Gypsy, how do you feel about that? You know what I mean? And so now Gypsy's all over Ryan's Instagram. And it's like she's treating the dog as if it's a child. And she's like, if this was our child and you had custody over the child, you wouldn't leave the child behind, would you, Ryan? And he blasts back, dude. Ryan is one of, I think, the best. He blasts back. Because Gypsy's like, you were her family. If she was a child, you would give our kid up for adoption because we were separated. I trusted you, Ryan, to take care of her and love her. And then Ryan coming with the heat, coming with the bomb ass D of a response. Ryan says, I want to give the dog to an actual family. Like I wanted to start with you. Ow! Yes. And apparently we have confirmation from Ryan himself that due to this lovely comment and just the hordes of people from TMZ and everywhere else on the planet that Gypsy Rose is covered from head to toe, apparently this video of his or whatever the post was on got himself 7 million views. So they're both cashing in. Gypsy's got the cosmetics going. And oh, guess what, babes? January 2025, the Gypsy Rose book is dropping. The biography is coming. Did I say this? Did I predict this on this show? Was that this show that I predicted this on? Where did I even... The Gypsy, I swear to God, the day she got out of jail, I did a podcast and said, you watch. She'll have the show. We got the lifetime renewal. She'll have the book. Dunzo, baby. It's here. It's here. It's here. And I mean, the cover, let's bring up the cover right now. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And then underneath her name, it says Melissa Moore and Michelle Matroscani. So I'm assuming they're the ones who actually wrote it. My Time to Stand, a memoir. Listen, man, it's classic. It's classic American culture. It's a clone of every single viral moment that we've ever had in this country. She does something, she goes to jail, she gets famous for it, she gets out, she gets the documentary, she gets the book, she gets the Netflix deal, she gets the show, she gets the fame, she gets the sponsorships, she gets the plastic surgery. She wants to be the Kim Kardashian of the Bayou, and it's fascinating to me, dude, that they're both. Ryan's cashing in on his end. She's got the book coming on her end. I guarantee you there are just so many things at play here, and I love every second of it. And you can guarantee that the What Are We Doing podcast is going to report every moment of it. Shout out to Gypsy, yo. Listen, hey, listen, she went from a 5 to about an 8.5. She went from a 5 to an 8.5. She's not looking bad with the plastics. She's not looking bad. This is what she does. This is her glow up. We all know someone who has gotten divorced, who has gotten broken up with, whose relationship just ended, who's been working their ass off. In Gypsy's case, not so much work on her end money-wise, but most of the people we know don't have that money, so they got to work their ass off, and then they lose a bunch of weight. They look good. It's their sexy girl era because they're single, and they're ready to mingle because they just got their heart broken, babe, and they don't give a shit about what any other man thinks. So they're going to drop the LBs. They're going to start posting thirst traps on Instagram, just like Gypsy and the people you know. It's inevitable. It happens all the time. We see it happen in society all the time. Disney has announced that it is merging with HBO Max. We just call it Max now for whatever freaking reason. Max is merging into one app. And if we didn't recall from the news last year, Hulu merged with Disney because they basically own all those properties. And Disney essentially, Warner Brothers, Max, it's a whole conglomerate now. So you'll be getting a Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, and if you got that bonus ESPN Plus package all in one. And honestly, I don't even know what word. It sounds like we could come up with a word. I think they're calling it a bundle. They're calling it this new thing where you get a bunch of channels and a bunch of streaming services all in one. You have one bill, and they're calling it a bundle. It's this new thing that we're doing with entertainment now. So it's something that I've never heard of. No, I'm joking. Listen, they've pulled the wall over all of us. They've pulled the wall over all of us. For the last 10 years, for the last decade, they've been telling us, cut the cable. Cut the cable. Stop paying $80. Stop paying $70. Stop paying $100. Stop paying upwards of $200 a month. Some boomers are still paying $200 a month for a DirecTV. They got the HD, which is an extra $30 a month per room, by the way. They got 5 rooms in the house that they don't need to be living in that big of a house. But they got 5 rooms with 5 TVs, so we need 5 HD boxes. That's another $100 a month because it's $20 per box. Each box needs HD. Each box needs its own recorder because she's got her shows, he's got his shows, and he wants to record this movie on this channel at this time as well. And so we're going to use it, but we need the video on demand just in case we miss it as well. So we've got that added on. We need HBO. We probably need Stars. Shameless is on this summer, so we definitely need Showtime. And so now Why don't we just get our internet wrapped in all of that? And if we add on the landline, we're going to save $30 a month. And now our total bill is $200. And so for the last 10 years, we have been attempting to cut the cable with just a simple $5 to $10 Netflix subscription here and there. A simple maybe Hulu account that some of us are smart. Listen, if you shop on Black Friday, get your subscriptions on Black Friday. They're nothing. I got it for $1 for the last few years a month. It's insane. But they're roping us in to what now has become the 2024 future version of the cable bundle subscription. How much do you think it's going to cost? How much do you think that this is going to cost? Let's look at the prices right now. Disney Plus bundle prices. Let's see. Here we go. Choose your bundle at Disney Plus. Let's figure it out. We want Hulu. We want Disney Plus. Now, here's the other issue, people. Here's the other issue. These streaming services now are making hand over fist even more than they did when on cable, because not only do they have the same advertisers paying them even more money because of the video on demand and the replayability of streaming, they are now also getting a subgroup of their subscribers to pay even more monthly for 0 ads. And so now we get into the ads plan and the no ads plan. So we definitely want Hulu. We definitely want Disney Plus. We might as well get ESPN Plus in there because we're a sports family. And I definitely do not want to watch any ads when I'm watching these shows. And so if that is the case, it will cost me now, without the ads, no ads, Disney Plus and Hulu, ESPN Plus, Trio Premium, $25 a month. $25 a month. It is going to cost me to get these things. And I feel like when we add on HBO, Matt, how much is that? Another $10. So now we're up to $30. So by the time all of it's said and done, you have the Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO, ESPN Plus bundle for $30 a month. Your ad-free Netflix account, because Netflix has ads now, babe, is going to cost you $13 a month. Then you need Paramount Plus because that's not in there. And if you got a kid, you need that Nickelodeon, you need that SpongeBob, you need that Rocket Power, you need those cartoons. So that's another $7 a month. And now on top of that, you have to pay your internet bill. And that, depending on where you live, can range you anywhere from $45 to $145 a month. And now we have the cable package of your dreams. And now you can stream whatever you want, whenever you want, right? And it's a beautiful thing. They have scammed us back into the cable package, and there's nothing we can do about it now because we're a fast culture. We need it on demand. We need it now. You know what happened last night? I wanted to watch one thing, dude. I wanted to watch one thing on my birthday, and only 1% of people listening are going to understand this, but I wanted to watch Slobby's World. I wanted to go to Netflix. I wanted to turn it on, and I wanted to watch a few episodes on my birthday of Slobby's World. It's a thrift store, retro vintage, bootleg vintage. He says it every 5 seconds. Shop, he does shows, Complex Con, sneakers, whatever he can get, action figures, shirts, outfits, glasses, bags, the whole, you name it. It came out during COVID. Megs and I watched it. I loved it. And I haven't watched it since I wanted to turn it on. They took it off. It's gone. It's no longer on Netflix, and according to every search result that I've read through last night, it's nowhere to be found. No one's got a torrent, no one's got a download, no one's got a rip, no one's got it on YouTube. It's gone. There's rumors of season 2, but those started way back in 2022. And it's like, hey man, I'm paying $150 a month for 19 different streaming services, and I can't even watch an episode of Slobby's World. Speaking of my birthday, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this episode. It is a car ride adventure with none other than my mother, Sandy Dunkel. We've talked about her on this podcast plenty of times. You know what I mean? It was inevitable that she was finally part of an episode. She decided to take me to Raising Cane's for my birthday, and I couldn't resist but podcasting on the entire hour ride home and getting her opinions on the Drake beef, because that's over now. We talked about Milf Manor Season 2 and so much more. Check it out. Please enjoy the rest of the episode and give Sandy your undivided attention and support by hitting that like button, hitting subscribe, and just running it out and just giving everything and every clip, the rest of this episode, every short, everything you see with her face on it. Give it a like, give it a share, enjoy it. This is the back half. This is Sandy Dunkel. Enjoy. And today, out of all glorious days on the planet, is, in fact, my birthday. And what wouldn't be a birthday without a little bit of craziness, without a little bit of adventure. And you know what? It's this year. Every year, May 9th is the day. The time was 8:50 a.m. in the morning. I didn't want to come out. I was a C-section. We have the video of the entire birth. It will be on the screen as I'm talking about it now. So you can watch that entire thing. I'll have a link in the description down below if you want to watch my entire, I believe it's a 90-minute film. It is literally, I swear to God, a 90-minute film that covers everything from my baby shower to all the way to, I think, my homecoming from the hospital. So all the way from through the C-section to the spatula to, like week 1 of my life. I'll have a link to that in the description down below if anyone wants to watch. Probably, what would you say? One of... Probably not certainly the top, but probably one of, top 5, top 10 most important days in history. And so, along with a few other occasions, there's the antique barn back there. We should have went. So it's my birthday today. We've got birthday adventures, and it's going good. We're going good. It's going good so far. We woke up early. We got the boy to school. We got breakfast with Megs. We got a free piece of birthday cake from the young gay server who we had wait on us this morning. He was so lovely. And it was great. He didn't even take my promo code, so I might go back to Metro Diner tomorrow and get another free piece of cake. They also have a tiramisu bread pudding that I was going to try, but I thought it would be dry when I get it to it tonight when I eventually eat it. So the cake's in the fridge waiting for me. Shout out to Metro for the breakfast. Then, of course, the lunch portion of the day is where here we are now. We're with none other than Sandy Dunkel, the myth, the legend, the mother of the year, every year, most years. And she's here. And so, listen, I told Megs this last night. I wanted Sandy Dunkel to be on the podcast. I wanted it to be a spectacle. I wanted it to be like a 3-week buildup. I wanted to have like promo. Like I wanted to like black out her face. Like, who could it be? I wanted to have like a Jojo Siwa karma release, 3-week like level Instagram post buildup after buildup. Holy shit, we can't take it anymore. And then when the episode comes, boom! It's Sandy Dunkel, and it was going to be like a Call Her Daddy style. We sit down face to face and talk about all the hard-hitting questions. But instead, we're doing it the only way we know how currently, and that is in the car. So there is a chance that at any point in time during this episode, we may or may not perish. So whether this gets out or not, we're not entirely sure. But, if it does, just know that she drove us home safely. There's a whole Tito's cooler back there. We're driving, so there's going to be commentary from the road as we're driving. Jesus Christ. There we go. Sorry, I'm distracting her already. So it's my birthday, dude. And so Sandy wanted to take me to, do you mind that do you hate that I call you Sandy, by the way?
I am your mother.
Do you hate it?
I hate it.
You hate it. Okay. So it's fine. I'm gonna keep doing it. So we went to, here's what happened. A joke in my life, because I can't joke about anything without it becoming serious. I jokingly said, let's go to Raising Cane's. Not sponsored. They don't sponsor this podcast yet, at least. So hopefully that happens. But I said, let's go to Raising Cane's because it's like an hour away. And she said, okay, bet. And so then I didn't say anything else about it because usually when I do, we either skip over it entirely or one of us forgets or it's last minute and somebody makes other plans and or then it just doesn't happen. So I thought if I didn't mention the Raising Cane's all week long, Sandy wouldn't feel inclined to drive us there and we just end up on the Pike like at Chili's or something because they got the three for me for $10.99. Chili's is single-handedly destroying fast food. Are you aware of this? When's the last time you've been to Chili's?
Morgan's senior swim banquet night before or something. Yeah.
Irrelevant to anything we're talking about. So basically they're basically taking over. So we went to Raising Cane's and was it delicious? Was it 10 out of 10? Sandy was a little skeptical because there was a Chick-fil-A across the street. Now, I don't know the inner workings of the Raising Cane's, but I'm almost positive, if I had to take a guess, that they support the LGBTQ plus community. And so out the gate, because they're dog lovers, you know. And so, and Raising Cane's, I do believe, is open on Sundays. You're absolutely correct. So they already have a one-up, and we agreed they're better. We've discovered
Better.
You like the chicken. You asked me for my bread, the audacity. Asked me for my garlic bread on my birthday, the audacity. And so that's where we're at. And so then it just so happens, now I had a plan, but then I thought, we'll be too far away. I didn't really know where we were going. And then once I discovered that we were only a mere few minutes away from the Maryland dispensary system, we went. And so because we can't get things that we can't get in Pennsylvania here in Maryland, because the recreation of it all is completely legal here. And for whatever reason, our representative is worried about what pair of jean shorts and hoodie he's going to wear to the next congressional hearing. And so other than that, not too much going on in PA, but we got the edibles. Sandy wouldn't do anything with me. Sandy wouldn't eat the chocolates. Sandy wouldn't take a hit of the vape. She thinks it's killing me. She thinks I'm going to end up in the hospital, which I told her is highly unlikely. But I thought about it the other day. If I do ever end up, you do understand that it's inevitable that I do end up with a lung problem. And no matter, I'm going to make it real difficult for you. I'm going to go to the hospital you're not working at, but I'm not telling them they can't touch me until you come in. You're making all the calls. Like, you're the doctor in charge. You're making all the plays. If in fact we have...
I'm going to be the medical power of attorney. We need to go to the lawyer's office and get that written up, please.
See what I mean? We're always working, whether we're podcasting, whether we're driving, whether we've got the laptop on the ground or not. It's always official business over here. You know what I mean? Cash for junk vehicles. What's up? You tapped me. Oh, my leg was in the way of your slushie. The Royal Farm slushie. Sandy needs to. I took a puff of the vape. Sandy said, "Well, hold on. Let me pull over. I need some cigarettes, aka a large Coke slushie, because they're on sale. They're on sale for Club Rofo members, okay? Normally $2 plus tax is $2.11, but how much did you get it for?
$1.59.
$1.59, and if that isn't what being an American is all about, listen, you can't. Do you know the name rapper, hip-hop artist Drake?
Drake, I hear you talk about that on the podcast all the time.
Okay. But aside from listening to the #1 podcast on the planet, do you know who Drake is? Can you name any Drake songs?
No, but I like Usher.
Okay. He has nothing to do with this. Usher is nowhere near.
Drake's not black?
Or anywhere far. No. Well, he's half. But that has nothing to do with Drake. Just because I say Drake doesn't mean we can just automatically include Usher the next. And why do we? And what if you had one thing to say about Usher? What would it be?
He's hot.
Okay, of course, right, and that's the only reason he's on the list. So Drake. Let me say one more name. Here we go. This one might be a doozy. I might get you on this one. Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Okay, so Kendrick Lamar is a rapper from the West Coast, and he is arguably one of the best. Arguably in the top 3. Okay. Drake is also arguably, I'm saying that wrong. My syllables are wrong there. Do you hear that? It's like a list. What is that? Is that me? Arguably, Drake's the best or Kendrick Lamar's the best. And then there's also another guy, his name's J. Cole. Have you ever heard of the name J. Cole?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So if you had to vote for anybody, you'd probably vote for Drake only on the merit that he reminds you of Usher.
Correct.
Okay. So
here's another Royal Farms.
do you need another slushie? They're $1.50 here too. You're almost out. Okay. Well, we're probably going to hit another one soon in a few miles, I'm sure. Should we'll refill then? There's 19 drinks in this vehicle. There's literally, let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you have another one over there?
There's a whole case.
There's a case of waters back here, so that's at least another 16. And then you've got an empty Aquafina that you blamed me for over here in your car. So one of your other silly goose friends left an empty water bottle in your car, and you tried to blame it on me.
Alex from making you happy.
Dude.
Hi, Alex.
Don't ever. Trust me, she is not watching. I guarantee it that she'll never. It's fine.
She's baking.
She's
you happy.
Busy baking you happy. I'm going to link up with her. I'm going to give her some of my products and have her bake it into some of her products. We're going to collab, I think. Do you think she'd help out with a science experiment?
Well, I can tell you this. Can I have the microphone? Oh, I can tell you this. She won't be selling those products at the local farm market in Dillsburg. Okay.
But she is selling other products at the local farm market in Dillsburg?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you know what? I just changed my mind. I'm gonna use this platform
Go get your cakesicles for Mother's Day today. They're really cute. They have mom. They have best mom ever. They have mama, yo bro, everything written on them. Oh, they're so good. Only $7.
So, so Kendrick Lamar and Drake are having a rap beef, and it's over now. It's over. The rap beef. It's over. Okay.
So why are we talking about it? If it's over?
Well, it's over because it's a big deal. Because Kendrick Lamar theoretically won, and I'm upset about it because I'm a Drake fan. But it's over now, and like his songs. Can I bring up a picture of Drake? Yeah, sure. Okay. And so, but like Kendrick, his Kendrick Lamar's final diss track to Drake and a few other ones within the rap battle knocked Taylor Swift off the top charts. How do we feel about that?
I like it.
Okay, why? Are you not a Swiftie?
No.
Why don't you like Taylor Swift?
Because I like Cher.
You like Cher? And because you like Cher, you don't like Taylor Swift?
No, I have a story about that.
You have a story? Hold on, here's Drake.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Oh, he's good?
He's really good.
He's a really good rapper.
Very good rapper.
He's a really good rapper. Okay. He was on a show called Degrassi. Have you ever heard of that?
Well, I done rap him any day.
You'd what? You'd be in a rap battle with Drake?
No, I'd unwrap
Yes,
him.
I heard you. Yes, we all heard you. I get it. So Drake and Kendrick, the beef is over. Kendrick won. Drake lost.
Sorry.
Drake lost. Now, okay, let me ask you this. Let me explain this whole thing to you. You ready? Here we go. Pay attention. Okay, so, no, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look away. Look away. Look at the street. Look at the road. Please pay attention. It's raining. Please. So here's what happened. During the middle of it, right, someone from Drake's team told someone from Kendrick Lamar's team that Drake had a secret 11-year-old daughter, and that they also sent Kendrick Lamar a briefcase that they claimed was Drake's dad's briefcase, and inside of it was like Ozempic and like prescription drugs and like all these things that like Drake would be ashamed of, right? And so Kendrick Lamar used a picture of all that stuff in the cover album art of his one of his last diss tracks to Drake. But then immediately after that song came out, there was speculation, and then Drake confirmed it in his response back to Kendrick, saying that he baited him with the daughter story and it was Drake who sent him the briefcase. So the whole like part of Kendrick's diss song about like, oh, you've got an 11-year-old daughter who you like ignore, blah, 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 family matters, like, here we go, is irrelevant because Drake baited him and then he rapped about it. So like, I thought that was a one-up on him, but then Kendrick dropped the back-to-back where basically, the Family Matters track and the 616 in LA and the whole thing. So basically, I think at the end of the day, I think the consensus is that Kendrick Lamar did win. Did you need to see a picture of Kendrick Lamar?
Sure.
Okay. Here, let me show you. You're probably not gonna, I think you'll probably, I don't know if you'll necessarily approve of Kendrick as far as, his rapping abilities. Here's a nice one. This is a nice one right here. This is a nice smile.
Oh, he's a little blacker. I'm thinking. Let me think about that.
Okay. All right. So Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. The verdict's still out. Sandy still has yet to decide. So once Sandy makes her decision at the end of this podcast, we will know who the winner is. Did you have any rap beef, like historical? Was Jay-Z rapping with somebody like Tupac and Biggie? Was that your generation's rap beef, the boomer beef, we could say? We
had Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice.
Ice Ice, okay. Vanilla
Ice
was beefing?
Oh, before you were born, or maybe right around the time you were born.
It's in the VHS. It's
like
in the video.
32 exact years from today.
Yeah. 23.
Your father, you referred to him as Jeff. Yeah. Jeff liked Eminem.
Yes.
Hated the man.
Right.
Right? Anytime he would come on, I would turn up.
You hated it. Sandy hated it. Because after this...
I do have a tidbit of information. Yeah. As I was scrolling through Facebook last night, actually, it was so weird. It was just last night.
Give us a tea.
He's been sober for, I forget how many years now, but
Eminem. Oh, yeah, 20 at least, I think, 16.
Well, it's a big deal, I guess. Yeah. But, I mean, we can't really say what else he's doing. So I still don't really like him. But he was
what else? What else do you think Eminem would be doing?
Well, no, then, the other rapper was a famous guy who, you won't believe this, but he graduated from the Art Institute, and I heard that school went under.
So you're just...
Kodak. You know that. Kodak. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, all right. So I asked you if you were aware of any famous rap beefs in your time, and I think you just started... Would you get out of here with the media? She's just always on. I thought I turned her off. Can I mute her? Voice guidance. Here we go. Now your music's on. Oh, I know where we're at. Are we in Lancaster? The shops? The outlet shop? We're in Maryland still. So...
Okay, I'm sorry. What is a rap beef?
A rap beef when rappers like go at each other, like when like.
I'm so sorry. See,
Kendrick...
I don't even know what I only eat chicken, so I didn't know what a rap beef really was.
Yeah.
So, but to be honest, I thought you were asking me what rappers were popular, what rappers did we listen to,
Okay.
and I really don't remember. Like, if you would play some from my day, I might remember what it sounded like, but I don't remember people's names.
Yeah, okay.
Except for Tim McGraw, and any song with the word kiss in it is usually a Tim McGraw, Faith Hill song.
Right, it is always.
Right, okay.
Well, okay, so like, here's pretty much the whole thing. March 22nd, Kendrick Lamar dropped the Like That remix on the album. Then J. Cole responded to that on April 5th with a 7-minute drill. Then 2 days later, on the 7th of April, J. Cole apologized for his thing and deletes the 7-minute drill on April 12th because he realized he didn't want to be in the beef with Kendrick and Drake because he knew he couldn't keep up. And that was probably, honestly, the best decision he could have made. Then, 7 days later, on April 19th, Drake dropped Push-Ups. Then, the same day, Drake drops a tailor-made freestyle, which was an AI song using Snoop Dogg and Tupac's voice, along with a Drake verse. Now, it's alleged that Kendrick Lamar had actually called Tupac's estate and ordered a cease and desist on Drake to have it taken off because he didn't like it. It's still rumored. We're pretty sure that's what happened. Then, on April 30th, Kendrick Lamar dropped Euphoria. Then on May 3rd, Kendrick Lamar dropped 616 in LA. Then on May 3rd, Drake dropped Family Matters. Also on May 3rd, Kendrick Lamar then dropped Meet the Grams. And then after that, Kendrick Lamar dropped Not Like Us. And that was basically, I think, the icing on the cake and what did it for Kendrick. So he has my vote. So it's 1-0. So you take a second. You take the rest of the episode to decide what you think, you know what I mean, what you think happened in the rap beef 2024. I mean, it's probably historically one of the biggest, you know. I think the last rap beef was like, you know, whatever, Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem. Eminem was, in fact, in one of the last rap beefs. Unfortunately, Eminem won, as much as I hate to deny it, but, you know, he does that from time to time. He'll pretty much do anything. Speaking of rappers, listen, did you know this? My friend Austin Post, you probably know him as Post Malone, but I call him Austin because he texts me all the time. He just texted me yesterday to kick off. This is so nice of him. I didn't even know he was doing this, because we didn't know the release date. And then he's like, "Hey, buddy, pay attention to the release date." And I'm like, "Okay, bet." And so, Post Malone is releasing his brand new song with Morgan Wallen tonight at midnight to celebrate the end of my birthday, like the big grand finale of my birthday. We're gonna boom at midnight. It drops, and we're gonna kick it off with I Had Some Help by Post Malone. Well, we'll probably have some chocolates in us, yeah, sure. But we're gonna listen to I Had Some Help by Morgan Wallen and Post Malone. Have you heard a preview of this yet?
No.
Do you want to listen to the preview right now?
Yes.
Okay, because it's gonna be the song of the summer. Some are predicting. Like, if you think like the Taylor Swift song, you know what I mean, was like the song. Dude, so it's basically a banger, you know what I mean? And it's going to be the hit of the summer. And so I Had Some Help. Tonight at midnight, Posty said, you know what? It's my buddy Levi's birthday. What better way as a grand finale, end of the night, we're winding down, you know what I mean? Party's almost over. And then midnight drops, and all of a sudden you hear, I had some help. It didn't take me a second to get it off the shelf. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So, Post Malone, tonight at midnight. Yeah, we're basically...
He's trying to get in the country scene.
He's in the country. How do you feel about Post Malone coming into country?
Well, he sounded good.
Yeah?
I think he needs to lose that whole big ear hole thing he's got going on. And then he'd fit right in. Yeah, because there are tattoos all over in country now.
Yeah.
And he did a thing with... oh my gosh. Somebody on one of the big shows, like the CMT Awards or something.
Yeah.
With with one of the big
Jelly roll.
No.
Do we like
that
Jelly
would make
Roll?
sense.
Do you like Jelly Roll?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Now I like his songs. Yeah.
Do you like Bunny? You know Bunny?
Bunny.
You love Bunny?
I want a bunny.
No,
No, Bunny XOXO. I know about it.
You know Bunny XO? Do you know the whole story?
She has a podcast.
Do you listen to Bunny XO?
I
the
do
podcast?
not. I do not.
Oh,
It's all I can do.
You know
to
why
listen
you
to
should?
yours, Levi.
You know why you should listen to Bunny? You know who she had on?
Why?
Your favorite? She had on your favorite person?
Taylor Swift.
No.
Who?
You don't. You just said you
Cher?
don't like Taylor Swift.
Should Cher on?
No. She on Bam Margera.
Bam.
Yeah. Viva La Bam.
Viva La
MTV.
Bam.
Viva La Bam.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't watch MTV. But anyway, he did a big song on one of those shows, and it was actually really good. You wouldn't have thought that it would have been good, but it was good.
Yeah.
So he's an artist. Sure, bring him over.
He's an artist. Sure, bring him up. You want me to bring Post Malone to the house?
To the country scene. Yeah.
Oh, bring him over to the side of the country. I see what you're saying. Okay, so we'll bring Post Malone over.
As long as I can line dance to it, it's good.
You can hey, I'll tell you what. At the wedding I did back on April 20th, it was, I believe. Yeah, a few weeks back. They were line dancers. They had me playing like "Shivers" by Ed Sheeran. They had. They were doing. Oh, dude. Hey, wait. Do you know about? Huh? No. Sneakers. Do you know about the dance and the song "Church Clap" by Leroy? He's like a Christian rapper. He's been around for a while, but it's called the Church Clap. And the line dance is like you do the thing, you do the step, you do the twirl, but then when the thing comes around, the church clap, you kick your leg high up in the air as you can, and you clap under your leg. And then that's the turn, and then you do the thing, and that's a church clap. Okay. You don't know that one?
No, but I'm trying really hard to learn Beyonce's Texas Hold'em.
It ain't Texas. Take it down. Hey, take it. No, I don't like it. I've never listened to that song. I've only heard. Do you not? How's Beyonce in the country? How are we accepting Beyonce into the country?
No, I don't think they are.
No.
I don't think they are. I think.
Are you hearing it on the radio? Is it on your radio station?
No, it's on my feed everywhere. I'm finding dances on
like TikTok.
So, I don't have TikTok, but I find them anyway. Probably through Facebook, because that's the only one I have anymore. Yeah. But yeah, it's very catchy. There's these women doing the dances for their husband,
Okay. But so no Beyonce in the country scene.
I don't think she's making it.
She's not making it.
I think she's making fun of it. Really.
So you think? Nah, I don't think she's making fun of it. But it's like, I mean, okay. Yes to Post Malone. Not sure about Beyonce yet. Interesting. Okay, well, listen, I'm excited. Do you have, I Had Some Help by Post Malone and Morgan Wallen pre-saved on any of your streaming services?
What's that? I Have Some Help?
Do you have it pre-saved? Yeah, the song.
No.
So when
can you do that for me?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it as soon as we hang up. Yeah, so no, as soon as we hang up the pod, as soon as we hang up the phone.
As soon as we stop driving?
Yeah, as soon as we stop. As soon as we stop the car. All right, listen. I talked to you about this last year when it came out, and you said you wanted to do it, but they don't do it the same way anymore. But it's fine. MILF Manor season 2's out. Are you watching it? Yes or no?
No. What are you saying? It's like Milk Man or Milk Manners?
MILF Manor. MILF. With an F.
Oh, like Mother I'd Like to Fuck.
Yes.
Oh, I'm on that show.
You're on that show?
I mean, look how cute
You're
I am.
on the new season?
Look how cute I am, people.
You're on the new season?
I am the mother
Oh my gosh.
of a 32-year-old.
When does that come?
I only look 32.
Are you not in the, you're not.
I am a MILF. Let's talk about
You're
that.
not in the first episode? You come later? Because I only want. It's like you're like a mid-season thing? Or am I supposed to know that? Can I not post this?
Like, I feel, well, this is kind of the thing about leading up to the excitement.
Yeah.
Season 1 was like building,
right.
Best MILF ever. I know MILF. I know that. I just thought you were saying Milk Man.
Oh, yeah, you know. Not
but,
MILF Man.
no, I want to talk to your friends right now. Friends of Levi followers. I'm just wondering, how many of you would actually consider me Levi's mom, Mama Sparks, to many of you, a MILF. How many?
All right. Well,
let's
maybe the comments down below.
Comment
maybe
down below.
Sandy's unofficially on the market, I suppose, based on that information. All right. So listen, season 2, big changes this year. Now I don't know if
Sandy Knuckles gonna be.
wow, we dropped that bomb early. We should have saved that for the end of the episode. That's okay. We have an even bigger bomb. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You guys should listen. So, listen, they changed it. Remember last year? So, on season 1, the big twist was all the MILFs, but the boys they were dating were their sons.
Ew.
Like, all their sons were there.
Opposites.
Right. Their sons were there. So, like,
I'd be dating my friend's son.
me and you. Right.
Oh,
It'd
yeah,
be
I
me
can
and
see that.
you with like your friends.
Oh, because I'm dating Colt Wilbur, basically. And Colt Wilbur is the same age as you. He
So
turns
I have to date
32
his mom.
in July.
Right.
Yeah, and she's cute.
Okay.
You would date her.
Okay.
She's a little puffalo, red hair.
Well,
You
okay.
would date her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
see that.
So are you? Well, maybe I'll be on the show. So so they're not related this year. They're not related. So all of the MILFs and all of the young men, 20-something-year-olds, are strangers to one another, right? So no relation this year. It's a little bit of a twist. Not the bomb. We'll get to it in a minute. And so, like, right. It's funny. It's funny you say that you're gonna be on the show because I have this note here. Because in the first episode, we have to meet all the people that are on the season. Obviously, you're not on yet, so we'll have your introduction probably like later in the next few episodes. But I have in my notes here, they find the most delusional women for these shows. And so they have these delusions. And so we get to meet the women. And so, Mom, one of the women, okay, her name's Barbie, okay, and she has this to say. She has this to say. 1 second.
I'm looking for the coochie tingles. Men get the bonies, and girls get the coochie tingles.
Barbie's looking for coochie tingles, and so I just wanted to know if, in fact, you could explain that, right? Obviously, all men know when she's referring to the bonies, we kind of know what that means, but I was wondering if you could break down the definition when Barbie says she's looking for the coochie tingles in a man, like she wants a man to give her the coochie. Is that a situation? Is that a feeling? Is that an action? Is that a verb? What is a coot?
I would think it would be a feeling.
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 Like butterflies in your stomach.
Oh, but in your coochie.
Right. Okay, those kinds of tingles. Got it. Okay, so Barbie's looking for the CTs, if you know what I'm saying, right? The boys get the bony wonies, and Barbie wants. So that, you know what I mean? These are the kind of women that we're dealing with on the show. This is the caliber. And this is on the TLC channel, by the way.
TLC, okay.
The Learning Channel. TLC stands for the Learning Channel.
I'll probably be learning a lot.
You're going to be learning a lot? We all know
I'll be teaching.
That's right.
I'll be teaching.
You're going to be teaching all the young boys on the show. Okay. Right. So then, listen to this, because this is the only way that this can be explained is on a show, on a network, it's called the Learning Channel, right? This is how they stack the deck. We go from meeting Barbie, right? The 60-year-old mom, plastic surgery, right? She wants the coochie tingles, all the way to the dramatic transition of the next mom who, hours, just mere hours after the Viet Cong took over her hometown in Vietnam, they fled with nothing but the clothes on their backs and made it all the way out of the war zone that they were in, and now are happy to be in America. And there was like war footage.
Ali Mack, I fled Vietnam in 1975, hours after the Viet Cong took over Saigon, with only the clothes on our backs. And I can still remember it this day.
Clips on the screen. And it was just a sad, so we go from coochie tingles to Vietnam war refugees. So you can only get it on Milf Manor. This is the only show that we can do that on, right? Did you have something to say?
Milk matters?
What? It does. You gotta drink your milk.
I think it's the short lingular frenulum. I can't understand the milk.
You think I have a speech impediment?
The MILF.
Milf Manor.
Milf Manor.
Milf Manor is the show. What don't you under? Milk matters?
Just go on.
So then once we get through the Vietnam War veteran, we cry. We all shed a tear. Back to reality. Chelsea comes in. Now, Chelsea...
Your neighbor?
No, not my neighbor. No. No, Chelsea comes in, and she's into BDSM. And so... Do you know what BDSM is? Yeah. Oh, okay. How do you know about that?
50 Shades of Grey, I think, taught me about that.
Did you read it or watch it or both?
The Red Room, I just heard about it.
That's right. She mentions that. She's into whips, chains, the Red Room.
I am definitely into BDSM. Yeah, whips, chains, Red Room.
Yeah, Chelsea's what?
Plus, I know a sex therapist.
Oh, okay. So she's constantly chatting about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you go to her often?
Oh, no. I don't go to her. I know her because I trained her dog.
Okay.
That's how I meet my friends.
Good. You through their dogs.
Through their dogs.
Right. You meet their dogs first, and then you're like, oh, do you have an owner? And then they're like, the dog's like, yeah, I absolutely do. Come meet her. Her name's Chelsea. She's into BDSM. You guys would be best friends. You'd be great together. Come hang out. Right. Yeah. What kind of dog is it? Poodle? Frenchie? And then finally we meet one fun blonde who's had a lot of fun with a lot of people. And that's pretty much all she has to say.
I had a lot of fun with a lot of people.
And that's it. And so then, of course, we meet all of the young men, which I'm sure you'd be, of course. I don't have pictures of them. I'm not entirely sure. Most of them, I think there's a very young African-American man, 26. You'd probably be very much into him. As I've discovered in this episode, you now have a type, since you're on the season 2 of Milf Manor. And so basically all the dudes are the same. They're all young 25-year-olds, right? And when we get to their interview, the women are picked. They're like, oh, I like blue eyes, blonde hair, muscular. I like them skinny, whatever. They have their types because they end up, and so that right, big arms. And then the guys come on, and so they're all like, 23, 25 years old, and they're like, I like women, I like females, I like anything with boobs, like a butt, like basically if they have a vagina, I like girls, women, I think. Let me think if there's anything else. Yeah, like I like if they have lips, 2 eyes, and like some long hair. I pretty much like it. I'm into pretty much females, you know what I mean? And like that's pretty much all of their intros, right? And so, but then of course there's that one sensitive guy. They always pick one sensitive guy, right? They got this young, like 25-year-old British dude who's like, I just want to treat a woman right, and I want to give her the respect she deserves. And like he's got the accent, so of course the moms are going to find that attractive. You know what I mean? And so, you're obviously going on the show. What qualities are you looking for in a young man? Do you have an age range? Are you still in like the teen era, 20,
no,
early 20s, late?
No. The older I get, obviously. The
right.
Older. So, 28 to 35.
Yeah. Okay.
28.
Okay.
Yeah.
28 to 35.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I think Joey, we're going to talk about Joey here. I think he's 27. Joey might be of interest, and I'll explain why. We get to the pinnacle of the episode 1. He's not going to stop you. He's a little cop. He's not going to nothing. Not even a cop. Not even a cop. Speed up. So we get to the pinnacle of the episode. Joey and Christina go to the hot tub. And so, now if you remember, Christina, she's the one who's into BDSM, okay?
No, that was Chelsea. Oops.
Well, I get the name. Mom, they're all the same. You can't keep track. There's Christina, there's Chelsea. It doesn't matter. Whatever the fucking name is, it's Christina. She goes, I wrote it down as Christina. That's probably what it is. So Joey and Christina go to the hot tub, right? And so, right out the gate, right out the bat, Joey goes, His opening line is, "Are you into kinky shit in the bedroom?"
Would you say sexually, like, in bed and stuff, would you consider yourself to be dominant?
Now, off the bat, if you were in a hot tub alone with Joey and you had just met him and you've only known him for 5 minutes and that was the opening line, your reaction would be to say what?
Next.
Interesting. You'd automatically dump Joey. Wow. Okay. Well, to your surprise, Christina just, well, of course, she was completely honest. She opened up. Right. And then he says, his second line is, "Have you ever had your butt bitten?"
Have you ever had your butt bitten?
No.
Would you let me bite your butt?
He says, "Oh, can I bite?" He says, "Would you be down to let me bite your butt?"
I do like to be the dominant one at some point. Are you into BDSM?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's a totally bro moment. And then you'll never guess what happens. He bites her butt. What? What are we looking at? Oh, there he is. Homeless Joe. We could pull up right next to him. I'll pull down this window right now. There's a homeless man on the side of the highway Sandy wants to pick up.
He knows about Milf Manors.
Milk matters. Okay, so then after the awkward hot tub scene, he bites her butt. And then so we get to the end of the episode and the final twist of the season. You'll never guess what happens. Take a guess.
No. Oh. Christina and Joe get married.
No, Mom, no one gets married. It's just episode 1. Jesus Christ. Here's the twist. Ready? All of the guys, the young guys, right, trying to date the MILFs, their dads come in. And so now the young boys and their fathers are competing for the love of the MILFs. So now you could, you know what I mean? You could have the old bull, or you could take a ride with the young calf. You know what I mean? So things are only going to get trickier from here, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Are you excited for episode 2? I think it's out now. I didn't get a chance to watch it. Oh, what? Oh. Should we save the spoilers for later? We need to save the spoilers. Okay, I can tell you. I can tell you what happens. Episode 142. Yeah, we'll skip next week. We won't do Milf Manor next week. We'll take off a week and then we'll come back. And then and so yeah, it's all good. But yeah, it's basically, dude, the dads. Who do you think? I mean, if I'm on the show, right? I got to date one of these MILFs. Jeff comes in.
Oh, yeah, no. What's gonna happen?
Well, I don't know. What are your predictions?
Well, Jeff doesn't follow the rules.
Okay.
And
you think he'll break the rules of Milf Manor?
Oh yeah. And so it's just gonna he's gonna go over there with Joe and his dad and be all left alone. And the MILF is gonna pick Jeff's son.
Wow.
Hands down.
There it is. You heard it here first. I just beat my father, hypothetically. If you were to be watching season 2 of Milf Manor, we may or may not have gotten my entire family, reunionized. We may or may not have had a family reunion on TLC's Milf Manor season 2. So it could be the mid-season bombshell, okay? Because they've been known to do that. They did it last season, remember? And so, it could be a redo. It could be a rerun of last year. And so who knows? I would just suggest you all keep watching. I would suggest everybody keeps watching because it's only going to get crazier and crazier on TLC. You know what I mean? So what's up? We've got Jojo Siwa news, dude. Is that what we're talking about? You got your bow tie on. What's Jojo Siwa doing? Go ahead, talk about it.
Well,
what do you have to say?
All right. So, I tuned into a program that I used to watch. I think I missed a couple seasons actually. So I just thought, hey, babe, turn turn on So You Think You Can Dance. I need to watch that again because, you know, Allison Holker's on. I just love her dearly because, you know, Twitch died and everything. And, oh, gosh, I just love the two of them ever since when they were on So You Think You Can Dance. But anyway, back to Jojo Siwa. So this is 18, season 18, right? And so it's all new. There's a new theme song. The studio is new. Everything's new. And the judges are Maxim Cherkovsky or something like that. He was on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. And then, of course, Allison Holker, as lovely as she is. Well, now that they're down to their top 10 dancers on the program, they brought in a third and final judge who will be judging the rest of the programs on season 18. She's replacing Nigel. That will be a different podcast, Levi.
That's right.
Right. And so the new judge came out on the stage, okay, after Allison Hawker came out and Maxim came out. Then came the third judge, and oh my goodness, they were all screaming. Oh, they couldn't believe it. It was Jojo Siwa.
None other than our most hated person. What was she wearing?
Yes. She had on pink goggles, like not swimming goggles, not
like
sunglasses.
Steampunk goggles. Were they round?
Oh, are they steampunk? Okay, they have a name. Oh yeah, that's what they were.
Yeah,
big,
steampunk
big.
Goggles. Yeah.
And of course, she had a black sleeveless vest on, and then just jeans and a t-shirt underneath. So not too Karma-ish, but and her hair was back in a ponytail, half pony. I thought, where's the bow?
Yeah.
Like I only know JoJo.
We don't do bows.
JoJo by the bow. Now I had to buy. The only way I even know JoJo is because I had to buy JoJo bows for every season there was for my little Sydney Grace, who wore these big ass bows in her hair for every school picture up until about the age of 12.
Wow.
She's 14 now.
Right.
So, she lives an hour away, or else I would have went to her house last night and borrowed hers. This is the closest I had in my closet to a JoJo bow, but I did definitely want to bring that up because I just saw it. I'm streaming the issues, so I'm a little behind probably than most folks that may watch it live. So yeah, I saw JoJo come out and be the guest judge, and they love her. They all love her. That's my news. Thank you. Bye.
JoJo Siwa, the new judge of So You Think You Can Dance for the back half of the season, right? Season 18. The whole season? Okay.
No, just since the last 10.
Since the last 10 episodes.
No. I mean, the last 10 dancers.
Last 10 dancers. I see.
10
okay.
dancers left.
I see. Well, listen, I don't really like her. I don't really like her. She's so annoying. Have you seen her vehicles, her cars?
No, but she's trying to be Miley Cyrus all over again.
Of course she is.
So I feel a little sorry for her.
She's saying that, though, is the issue.
So she acknowledges
said that 100 times.
All right, she acknowledges
There's a game warden. You think he's going to pull us over?
I'm wondering if he has a bunny in there.
No, we don't have any bunnies in it. We're not getting a bunny. A whole rack of bunnies on the back.
In case. All right, I got to get rid of this JoJo.
JoJo Siwa. So... Yeah, so we don't really, I mean, dude, do you remember, did you see her?
The last part of the episode.
It's just, she's out of control. I think it's a little weird.
I'm just wondering who is going to have her conservatorship.
Well, you think that's coming next? Is that what's coming next? That can be the hot tea. Is that what's coming next for JoJo Siwa, conservatorship? Yes. You think she's on the path of Britney?
Right.
Now,
I don't think she'll shave her head.
Some of us,
she's really into,
some of us have switched sides. Some of us have taken back our stance on the Free Britney movement and believe that she should probably still be in her conservatorship based on her recent activities and Instagram posts. She's a little weird. Now, Britney fans will tell you that that's how she's always been. That's how she was, whatever. She's always been posting videos of her dancing weird and whatever. And
that's
so...
what made her famous in the first place.
Being weird, right? Okay. Because I was still a little young. I don't think I really grew up on Britney. Some of the music...
Weird. She was being herself. She was having fun. And she's a product of juvenile... famous.
Right.
What's that called?
Child.
Child.
Whatever.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah. And so, no, okay, interesting, right? And so, I don't know, man. The conservatorship's interesting, but I think the issue with JoJo is it's too out of control. She's out of her Nick deal. She doesn't have that anymore. She's all on her own now, quote unquote.
And you can tell.
Well, it's no, Mom. She still has a machine behind her. If you honestly think that do you know she didn't write the song, the Karma song, that's out now that she's dressed up for and doing all the promo for?
Write their own songs. Did you know that?
Yo, yeah. I'm surprised you knew that.
I'm a MILF.
Oh. It's just. Right. And so, but like that came to light though. Like it usually doesn't come to light, which is the issue, right? Because it's usually, we don't know, like there's usually not a music video and a recording of the other artists who did the song 12 years ago, like we have of JoJo and Karma and Britt Smith and all the drama around it.
Right.
But like, thanks to TikTok and social media, dude, what was life like? And then we'll wrap this up. What was life like before social media? How did you... Like what was the process? Like where did you
MTV and VH1.
That's how you got your news? MTV and VH1?
And the radio. There used to be these boxes you'd carry around.
Yeah.
They would play music. Yeah,
right.
They were called radios.
Right. No, I get it. But like you were listening to that all day?
Yeah, in the car.
Like how did you here's a prime example. How
17 magazine.
Okay, no. That's like late though. Yeah. Once they have the story, it gets printed, it gets distributed, it gets to the store, it gets in your hands. It's already 6 months old.
Right. You don't get stories the minute they happen. Right.
Like how did you find out like 9/11 happened? What was that day? Like how did?
A special report comes on the news. You're in a patient's room and the TV's on.
Okay, so you were working, the TV was on.
Yeah.
That was pretty instant. Okay.
On the news. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so TV. Yeah, I'm TV.
But TV. Okay. No newspaper though. But it was still slow.
I don't read the newspaper.
Right.
Makes your hands black.
You didn't read the newspaper.
No, it makes your hands black. It's all over the table.
Right.
You get paid for it.
You did. Right. Most people did. I delivered them.
You delivered the newspaper?
Yeah.
What, like a day? I don't even remember.
No.
Was that just the week you were at your
You
dad's?
don't know that? No, when I went over to Cody Wagner's house.
Oh, you helped him deliver newspaper. You weren't actually the newspaper boy. You helped him. Because after you were done...
I carried the bags, and I threw the papers.
The vapors?
I threw
the vapors.
I threw the papers, and I carried the heavy bag. I did the same thing he did. I've been talking
for... You didn't get paid for it. You were just helping him get done faster.
Well, he let me play his GameCube.
Oh.
And we hung out. We went to the York Fair and stuff.
You never came home before dark. Mm-hmm. I remember those days. You would get in trouble. Street lights were on. You weren't home.
Yeah, because it was still light out. We could still see. Because you would call us and say it's dark. You would say it's dark out.
I wouldn't call you. You didn't have phones back then, Levi.
Yeah, you'd be screaming from the back porch. And we'd just be down the street. We could hear you.
It's dark out!
Right. We could hear you. We could hear you the whole time.
Yeah, and that's why you didn't come home.
Well, yeah, because that's how close we were to the house. Why did it matter? And
the street you had to cross.
What were you worried about? What happened when it got dark? We would get hit by a car?
You would get lost. Someone would abduct you. Things happened like that back in the day.
Mom, like 3 children a year get abducted. Like, what are we talking about? In this country, you think human trafficking is an issue? She said, oh, okay, wow. Have I not watched what?
That story about human trafficking.
The story about human trafficking? No, so it was just slow. You would watch MTV. Why MTV and VH1?
I mean, we didn't know it was slow. We thought, I can't wait to get to school the next day and tell somebody. Maybe they didn't see it. And I'll be the first one that knows. But really, it happened a month ago. But yet I think I'm the first one that knows.
Okay. Got it. Right.
I thought we were getting, pretty quick.
Right. Okay. Good. And this was, and you at that point in time, you were what? At least 4 or 5 years into smoking cigarettes. So, you would have been pretty up to date. You've been pretty up to date on the latest news at that point, right? Going in and out of the gas stations.
At Rudders, yeah.
Right.
All the news, we talk about it. When I'm standing outside with the boys bumming cigarettes, we're talking about these things. Yeah. I did not hit that deer, by the way. See that. Someone just did, though. That's probably what the game warden was here for.
Well, probably.
Yeah. A little upset about that. All right, where were we?
You're smoking cigarettes with the boys at the gas station.
That's where I found out my news.
The teenage boys gave it to you.
Yeah, because we didn't have cable,
Right.
My mom was poor and stuff, so we didn't have cable. So I didn't see it on TV probably. I got it.
Cigarettes though.
No, I wasn't buying them. I was bumming them off the boys.
Oh, bumming from the boys.
Because they knew even back then that I was going to be a MILF.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name is Levi McCurdy, and if you haven't done so at this point, please hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the like button wherever you're watching this, hit the notification button, do whatever you got to do to support the podcast like I tell you to do every week. Hopefully it's been video recorded. Hopefully we have the whole thing. If it's audio only, I apologize. I'll do my best to put, some lovely video, maybe some B-roll or something of Sandy. Maybe I'll put a nice slideshow of Sandy and I together. And then she'd probably prefer that more than the actual fucking video. So if it is a slideshow, it's because she made me delete the whole thing. But, it's fine. She's taking me into the backwoods. Oh, there's Bacon You Happy right there. Oh my gosh, there it is. We've come full circle. All right, we're going into the backwoods into someone's house, a.k.a. a small business. And if we don't come out, we don't come out. But if we do, we'll see you guys next week. It's going to be episode 141. And listen, you thought this episode was insane? You thought this episode was crazy? Me going to the marijuana dispensary with my mother at 30 on my 27th birthday? Come on. What are we talking about? You don't even know what are we talking about? It's insane. It's insanity over here at the What Are We Doing podcast. Have a great day, everybody. Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to promote or plug?
If you need your dog trained, go to Your Canine Commitment on Facebook. We have a page. We also have a website. What can I say?
There it is. If you need your dog trained, you could do it for free via YouTube videos, or you could hire Sandy because that's what she does right before she shows up to your house to train the dogs. And then also, you're not actually paying to have your dog trained. Well, you are, but you're also paying for Sandy to be your friend. And then she will not stop talking to you. She doesn't even know where she's going. We're turning around. Is that what's happening? What's happening? What are we doing? Yep, backwoods. We're not going to make it, people. We're going to get stuck in a ditch. John's going to have to come with his big-ass pickup truck and get us out of the mud. We're going to get stuck in a cornfield, Sandy.
No cornfield.
We're going to the cornfield. We got to turn around. Let's go.
There's a shortcut.
Yep.